let me proceed. Please mute your mic. From your end, if someone is speaking, you can mute it. Just right click on the person's name and mute the person that is. So that there won't be interruptions from this end. All right, so today we're talking about how to position yourself to attract clients. And I'm sharing with us 10 strategies we can apply to attract clients, both online and offline. So the eventual goal of you learning a skill may be to get a role in an organization, or it may be for you to position yourself to attract clients that you can offer that skill as a service to. So I'm sharing with you 10 things you can do that if you implement consistently, you will begin to see results. Number one, the first strategy you can apply is to identify your expertise, right? Identify what you are good in. Identify what you are good in. Because the truth is, if you don't know exactly what skill sets or what skill you are into, there is no how you can be able to position yourself to attract those people that are interested in it. Now, over the past 10 days, we've been learning how to build websites. For some of us that have been consistent. However, I've not seen anyone that have submitted his or her projects. But anyway, I believe that some people are working and theirs notwithstanding. So we need to identify what exactly we're learning. And in this context, we've been learning web design, right? So identify the particular skill set you're interested in and focus on it. Specializing in a specific skill will help you to stand out whenever clients are seeking your services. So first thing first, the first thing you need to do is to identify your skill set. Strategy 2, set up an excellent portfolio. Very important, because anyone who will need your service will always request for what you have done in the past. They will always request for past projects. Am I communicating? If you can hear me, kindly type "I can hear you" on the group. I want us to signify. I am audible enough. Kindly type "I can hear you" on the group. I didn't say we should unmute our mic. Just type. Kindly type. All right, so after identifying your skill sets, one thing you need to do is to set up your portfolio. Your portfolio basically is a list of a series of projects you have worked on. So over the past 10 days thereabouts, over the past 2 weeks, we've been building websites, right? Through the YouTube tutorial or through the YouTube video. Now, the goal here is that after you have built your website, you keep it on ground. Whenever someone reaches out to you to see what you have done in the past, you'll be able to have something to present.
Hello, sorry, we can't hear you now.
All right, so we move ahead. Set up an excellent portfolio, and there are a series of platforms you can use to set up your portfolio. One of it is Mainstack. Another one is clippings.me. These are all websites. And we have behance.net. Are we together? So set up an excellent portfolio. So what you do now is basically to arrange all the websites you have built in an orderly way, so that you can be able to present those things you have done to clients. And if you say that you don't have any portfolio, you can volunteer to build websites for organizations that are in need of such services, right? You can work on personal projects. If you go through the video tutorials, you discover that I made use of a platform called Pantheon.io, which gives you access to free domain name and free hosting. You understand, where you can optimize or make you maximal use of in order to work on a personal project. For you to work on a personal project. Some of us, are we hearing me well? If not, can you confirm that you can hear me clearly? Because people are saying that my voice is still breaking.
Yeah,
and from my end,
breaking. It breaks, and at some point it breaks, and at some point it's okay.
Like up till now, is it still breaking as I'm speaking?
Yeah, for now it's okay.
It's okay because I changed the connectivity. All right. Now, the next thing you can do in order for you to attract clients to yourself online is to optimize an online presence. Optimize an online presence. And there are various ways you can do it. You can do this. One way is to consider building a personal website, if you can afford one, or create profiles on popular freelancing platforms to showcase your portfolio. Now we have you can create on your personal website, right? Or you can use social media platforms. You can create your online presence. You can establish an online presence by leveraging social media platforms. You get, so that when your name is being searched online, there will be something to show for that you have an experience in that skill. This point is very crucial. So consider building an online website, or consider building a personal website if you can afford one. The goal here is to establish an online presence so that you can be able to rank on Google. Am I communicating? And some of the platforms you can utilize, about.me is one, fiverr.com is another one, and upwork.com is another one. So about.me primarily allows you to create a page to present who you are and what you do in one link. And one thing about me is that if you create an account on about.me with your official name, whenever someone searches for your name on Google, about.me will rank online. Am I communicating? This is very important, because anyone that will want to pay you online, anyone that would like to pay for your service online, will definitely go ahead to do a background research about you. And it is what they find online about you that they will use to make judgments about who you really are. It is what they find about you online that they will use to make judgments about who you really are. So establish an online presence. The next strategy we can utilize in order for us to attract clients is to utilize social media platforms. Utilize what? Social media platforms. This is very important because the first point of contact between you and someone online, in most cases, is social media platforms. So if you make use of social media platforms, so you can make use of what? Social media platforms. And there are various types of content you can post on social media consistently. We have educational content. Right? You have educational content. When it comes to educational content, you can post tips, tricks, guides, tutorials, blueprints. Now you are posting all these things on your social media platform. You are posting things, or you are posting educational content within your niche. Don't forget, we're talking about how to position yourself to attract clients when you learn these skills, isn't it? And we say that you can utilize social media platforms. Now let me share my one of my social media platform. Give me a moment. Let me share my screen. Okay, let me go to Facebook. All right, now let's go over to my profile, to my Facebook profile. Now it's loading. Give me a moment to finish loading shortly. Good. Now, when people who don't know me, for instance, when they come over to my Facebook, you can see my background cover. Normally on your social media platform, there should be a way you communicate what you do online. Immediately people come over to your profile. And what I decided to do on mine was my cover image. For my cover image, I made use of this cover image here, where I help brands and businesses thrive in digital space through professional website design and graphic design, thereby increasing their income, influence, and impact. Do you understand? The goal here is whenever, Adi, kindly mute your mic. What this means is that the goal here is whenever they come over to my profile, what happens is they immediately see what I do. Are we together? Because when it comes to the digital space, for someone who doesn't know you at all, the first thing that will persuade them that you know what you do, one of the criteria is that your social media platforms must be optimized. Your social media platform should also contain your full name. Am I communicating? Let it contain your full name and also a good headshot. Very important, a good headshot. Now, under your intro section, I'm dealing with Facebook. Let what you do be listed out. So you can see the portfolio I told you about. Now, this is my portfolio. So anybody who clicks on this link, it automatically takes them to the list of projects I have worked on. Am I communicating? It takes them to the list of projects I have worked on, so that even before they reach out to me, they would have seen what I have done in the past. Now, this is the link. Still loading. And I used, for me to achieve this is another platform you can make use of to create a portfolio website for free. Zap.bio. That's ZAAP.bio. Do you understand? Now you can see the list of websites I've worked on, quite a number of them. Are we together? So people can be able to see my past projects, and immediately they see them, they are now convinced that I can offer my services to them. That is the essence of a portfolio. Now, even if you're an academician, you shouldn't be limited by you shouldn't limit yourself, right? You can create a portfolio website for yourself using this platform called Zap.bio, so that it highlights everything you have done. It highlights everything that you have done, because today we're in the digital world. Are we together? 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it would have been acceptable for you not to have a website. So basically what you do is you list out your past experiences on a sheet of paper. You call it curriculum vitae or resume, right? That contains the list of things you have done in the past. But as of today, you should have a system, maybe your social media platform or a portfolio website, that shows your past experience, that shows the list of things you want people to know you for, that shows the list of things you have done in the past. Are we together? So because many people make research, many employers make research about the people they want to hire. Many potential clients will make research about you to see whether you are qualified for a project they may want to give you. So that's where social media platforms come to play. And we said that you can create educational content. Educational content include tips, tricks, guides, tutorials, blueprints. Now, the next type of content, or the next type of content you can create is called engaging content. So it could be question and answers, polls, quiz. It should be something within your niche, within your field, right? These are things you can do to attract clients, no matter the field or niche you are. Number 3, make use of inspirational content. So inspirational content could be quotes, it could be client journeys, success stories, befores and afters. The goal here is that you want to keep your social media platform active or engaging, right? You want to keep your social media platform active and engaging. Then you can share promotional content, that is client results, client testimonials, your offer, or special deals. Also, you can share entertaining content. It could be memes, behind the scenes, fun reels, industrial trend. Now, the goal here is when people see that you are posting valuable content like this, they will go and check, or they will to find out who you are in your profile. That is why on your profile, you should have a clear headshot, you should have your cover image that shows what you do, and also you should put in your intro and your past project, or the past project you have worked on, so that the valuable content attracts them to your profile. When they come over to your profile, they see clearly what exactly you do. Am I communicating? Can you hear me? Kindly type I can hear you if you can hear me in the chat. Kindly type I can hear you if you can hear me. Can type it on the chat. Let me know whether you're following. Awesome. Thank you for that confirmation, at the crown. Good. Now let's proceed. The next point you can apply is for you to enhance your social media profiles. Enhance your social media profile. Very important to use a professional picture, headline, and bio on your social media platforms. Very important. Use a professional picture because that's your picture gives impression. It gives people impression of about who you are. About who you are. I don't want to chat up with someone that says, he's a digital marketer, and then when I go out to his profile picture, I see the picture of a house. Do you understand? So it doesn't really goes hand in hand. Are we together? So let the person that wants to reach out to you come over to your profile and see a picture of your face, so that he will have a glance, or he or she will have a glance of who is communicating with. Like I said, make use of your full name or your name, and your intro should contain what you do. Intro should contain what you do. Now let me show you my LinkedIn profile, so that to give you a guide, or a pointer about how or what you can do to make your social media profiles well optimized. So I go over to LinkedIn. So it's coming up, to give you the moment. Good. Now this is my LinkedIn profile, right? And you can see my cover image still have a bold caption of what I do. I help brands and businesses thrive in digital space, right, through professional web design, graphic design. Do you see? I still use the same profile picture. Now, this is a call to action, right? Make sure that you use the same profile picture across your social media platforms. You need to have one profile picture across your social media platform. And funny enough, these are little things that one can do to attract clients. They seem small, but they differentiate those people who have digital skill sets, who don't have any clients at all. Differentiate them from those who have digital skill set and are getting clients from time to time. Do you get? Then you should also have your write-up, your bio that shows what you do. Mine digital consultants. Then I build business portfolio and non-profit websites. I'm a graphic designer, social media, book cover, presentation, and flyer designs. Do you see? So these have a caption of what I do. And when I scroll down, you can see my about section. Are we together? the about section have my, call it a full bio. Now, how you can generate yours, basically what you can do is to go over to the LinkedIn profile of people you admire, people you seek to be your role model, get their bio and, structure yours to look like theirs. So basically get ideas from their own bio to come up with yours. Then for my LinkedIn gives you the ability to, put in featured images or featured posts. So what I did was I took a capture of my skills of the website that I've worked on, together, and I highlighted them here on LinkedIn. So that when people come over to my profile and they are scrolling through it, they will get to see the list of websites I've built. Then over here, I placed in my experience. Today LinkedIn, you ought to put in the information on your CV. You take it up to LinkedIn, right? Because it is a professional social media platform. So this is my experience. The organization I work with, Tech for Dev. I also work with Lab Foundation. It's all listed here. Then I'm a graphic designer, web design consultant, isn't it? And also other organizations I've worked with. So these are all past experiences. The goal here is that you want to be as expressive as possible so that you can convince that client that you are suitable for the project. Good. For education, I listed off my educational experience and all that. So basically that's the point here. Then LinkedIn also give you a place to put in your projects, the projects you have worked on. So some of the websites I've built are also captured here. IKEIF Foundation. Clicking on this link, it takes them to the website. Last Balloon Bees. Very important that you list out all these. Good. The next strategy we all can apply for you to attract clients. Give me a moment. Let me share my screen. Let me share my slide rather. Good. Is to establish connections and relationships. So how can you do this? Attend events. Go for seminars. Join online communities where potential clients may be present. Right. So go for events. Let me tell you something. There are three things that determines our success in life, right? The places we go, the people we meet, and the events we attend. The places we go, the people we meet, and the events we attend. People, places, events. These three things can determine, your progress or your lack of progress. So we need to be intentional about establishing connections and relationships if we want to get clients, if we want to attract clients that will pay us for our skill sets or pay us for our expertise. What do? Attend events. So you go to where the potential clients are, exchange contacts, introduce yourself, build that relationship. Building relationship by networking can lead to referrals and opportunities. I've gotten quite a number of referrals over the past 2-3 years since when I began or started learning or started being intentional about digital skills, right? So establish connections and build relationship by attending events, going for seminars, joining online communities, going to places where your potential clients are present. Next, provide excellent services. The reason is because clients that are satisfied with your services would most likely recommend you to other people. Clients that are interested or clients that are satisfied with the services you have offered would most likely recommend you to other people. What this means in essence is when someone pays you to offer your skill set as a service to him or her, You should give in your best. You should give in your best, right? It's not about the resources they pay you. It's about you going an extra mile to even over-deliver. It's about going an extra mile to over-deliver, right? Because if you over-deliver, there is high tendency that they will recommend you to their circle of friends. So if a client pays you a certain amount for your service and you did exceedingly well in it, the chances are high that he or she has friends that can pay you that amount too to work on a project. Now, I'm not just talking about web design or building websites in essence. These are general rules that we ought to apply in what we are doing now in order for us to get referrals. So after you excellently deliver that service to your client, what happens is you can ask him or her for recommendations. Right? It's very important you also ask in case the client doesn't recommend you in due time after you have provided an excellent service. You can ask for referrals or recommendations. But before you do that, ensure you provide an excellent service. Ensure you provide an excellent service. We're talking about how to position yourself to attract clients. There is no way there's no way you deliver a poor service to a client and then that same client will go ahead to recommend you. Rather, it spoils your image. It tampers with your brand, isn't it? You won't like to go back to who under-delivered, but in most cases, you would like to go back to who over-delivered. Do you understand? So maybe you design a website for that client, you can go ahead to tell the client that you can optimize their social media platforms for them. Do you understand? Maybe you design a website for a client, you can go ahead to tell them that you can design simple flyers for them that will show people that they are about to launch their website. Am I communicating? So these are little things that you can do after you have built a website for a client that will make the client feel happy for what you have done. Awesome. Then request for testimonials and reviews. Request for testimonials and reviews. After you have built that website, do not forget to request for testimonials and reviews. The reason is because positive testimonials and reviews act as social proof, thereby helping you to gain the trust of potential clients. As a result, always get testimonials and reviews from satisfied clients. Always get testimonials and reviews. So you can see the testimonials and reviews I got from these two people, right? Sometimes your client can ask you to write a testimonial yourself, maybe because you don't have time. So they can ask you to write testimonials yourself and then send to them so that they will review. Do you understand? Basically, the essence is because when it comes to the digital space, in most cases, people will not believe what you say about yourself when it comes to the digital space. Talking about social media platforms now. People may not believe what you say about yourself, but they will, in most cases, believe what other people say about you. The question is, what are other people saying about you when you're not in the room? That is what really matters. One way to change the narrative of what people are saying about you from negative to positive is by getting and posting out testimonials from clients, people you have worked for, right? Because it gives you social proof. It gives people the impression that you are good at what you do. Am I communicating? If you are following me, I want you to type, I am following. I want you to type, I am following. We've been started by a few minutes after 8, and this is 8:44 p.m. Nigerian time. If you are following, kindly type, I am following. Yes, thank you, Jamilu. Thank you very much for that confirmation. So I can say all about how many on this call? Ali, kindly mute your mic. Ali, kindly mute your mic. Don't want noise. All right, good. The next thing you can do, create a pricing plan. Create a price plan. So based on your expertise, based on your skill, create a pricing plan. Now you can consider offering discounts to clients too. You can consider offering discounts to clients. Let them know exactly how much you charge for your services. Let people know exactly how much you charge for your services. Give me a moment, I'm coming. All right, thank you very much for that. So create a pricing plan. How much do you build a one-page website? Let it be known. If it's a two-page website, let it also be known. If it's a three-page website, let it also be known. Don't just learn a skill and you can't put a quotation to how much you can render that skill as a service. So you do your own research. Do your own research. How much can you tag, building a 4-page website? So create a pricing plan, right? How much will you build a brand website? How much will you build a landing page? That's a one-page website. How much will you build your e-commerce store? To create a pricing plan for yourself. And one thing I've done for myself is I think I have this link where I listed out the products and services I have with their price tags there. So that anyone that maybe needs my services, sometimes I can send him the link there, or I can, list out the website I've built and also, put in the pricing for each, depending on the kind of website the person wants. Then finally, how to position yourself to attract clients. Keep improving yourself and keep learning. Stay updated with new trends in your field. Devote yourself to professional development by enrolling in courses or attending workshops. There is no end to learning. There is no end to learning. There is no end to learning. So keep improving yourself. Keep improving yourself. Work on your skill set. Go out there for events that will, lead to your self-development, isn't it? And I'll tell you that when you apply all these strategies I was spoken about, within the next 1 to 2 months or even 3 months, do it consistently and you will see results. I spoke about utilizing social media to post content, right? One more thing you can do as you are learning or as you are taking those videos tutorials, take a picture of your progress so far and post on social media. Now, depending on the social media you're more active on, for some of us may say that we don't like social media, but if you don't like social media and you want to get clients, it doesn't really go hand in hand, right? Because social media is the first point of action between you reaching out between you communicating with potential clients. Are we together? Any question? Any question? Come to the end of my presentation. Any question? Thank you very much. Over to you, Foma.
Does anyone have any questions? You could unmute yourself if you have a question or challenge with the course.
or any of the videos so far? I guess nobody has any question. Thank you everyone for coming. So um we we have to put at the end, which could be a portfolio website or whatever website you want to create, maybe a website for your company. I advise you get started so that you'll be able to finish it in time. And also remember that you have to turn in the quiz by tomorrow at 20:19. And that's all. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you once again, Calvin, for being here. See you next week then. Bye.
One more thing, Ifuma, give me a moment. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we
can hear you.
All right. So before next week, I would like everyone to submit the project. Submit your projects to the training. Submit the links to your project to the Telegram group. Because basically what we're doing next week, Saturday, is to review what we have built. Right? If you don't have anything that you have to present, we may not be attending to you. So please try as much as possible to finish up your project. And it's like over 25 days thereabout, and by now we all ought to have built a website. If you follow through, that those videos that were posted to us, kindly submit your websites before next week Saturday, because we will be reviewing what you have built and making necessary corrections to your project. Thank you very much and have a wonderful night. Bye.
good night.
Mr.